We just witnessed some incredible basketball. In fact, I'm going to double down, guys. We just witnessed one of the best games in Christmas Day history in the NBA. It was a historic day. We saw the highs, the lows, the drama, the rivalry. Everything was packed into one game. And at the end of it, of course, we got a really good result for the Los Angeles Lakers. It took all 48 minutes to get the job done, but we just saw one of the greatest games, and we're going to break it all down, the implications of this game, what's to make of it, and how the Lakers can build off this victory. And yes, I say victory over the Golden State Warriors on Christmas Day. And welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name's Hunter Pitcoff. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. Let me first by saying this. Merry Christmas to all of you out there. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. And just overall happy holidays as well. And I'm going to say this. It is the season of giving still. Christmas might be over by the time you're listening to this, or maybe it's winding down. But you can subscribe to this channel today. We are about 50 subs away from reaching 3,300. I think we can reach this mark right before the end of the new year. That's the goal here on our channel. You guys have been pushing us to keep raising the bar, and that does not stop here. And like I said, we cover everything surrounding your Lakers, not just the games. We cover rumors, reports, trades, any acquisitions, anything you need to know about your Los Angeles Lakers, guys, is going to be covered on this channel. But let's talk about today's game. The Lakers winning a Christmas Day thriller over the Golden State Warriors here. And like I said, guys, this was a game filled with a whole lot of drama, of course, in the 115 to 113 win here. LeBron James really had to put on his Superman cape for this one, having 31 points and 10 assists. Also, what I liked, only just one turnover for LeBron. He's been averaging a little bit over 4 turnovers a game this season, but he was able to protect the ball. And the Lakers, after 18 turnovers, were able to cut that in half. They had 18 against the Detroit Pistons, led to 28 points. That was the biggest difference maker in this one. However, you can't criticize the Lakers. Only 9 turnovers against the Warriors here in this game. Austin Reaves, of course, 26 points, triple-double, third of his career, first of the season. Only shot 8 of 20 from the field, 4-10 from 3, but it was the last shot that he made. The game winner, driving past Andrew Wiggins. The Warriors surging Steph Curry on one of those classic heaters. We'll talk about that shot as well, and what ultimately led to a tied game here in Chase Center in San Francisco. But Austin Reaves able to erase that deficit, did make his free throws down the end of that game, down the stretch as well, and helped the Lakers big time in this one. Another great game for Max Christie. 16 points for him. Was doing not a bad job on Steph Curry until that fourth quarter where things got ugly a little bit. And I don't know if the blame is fully on him. Rui Hachimura as well. Someone who's been struggling from 3 over the last handful of games. Even more than a handful. 5 of 7 for 3. Finishes with 18 points in this one. Christian Coloco had to play some minutes here due to Anthony Davis exiting the game at the end of the first quarter, toward the end. 2.6 rebounds, including 4 offensive rebounds, really keeping possessions alive. D'Angelo Russell being out of the lineup led to a bigger role for Connect. He finished this game with 25 minutes, most he's had in a while. While the 3-ball wasn't going for him, still finished with 13 points, found ways to be effective, 5 and 9 from the field, so you'll love to see that from him as well. And AD, like I said, 0 points, only playing 7 minutes in this one, exiting the game with what appeared to be a left ankle injury. We'll give you an update here as well. But let's just talk about this moment here, because it's another chapter in LeBron-Steph Curry rivalry, and these guys have been the faces of basketball, and I want to throw Kevin Durant in there too, for the last 10-plus seasons at this point. I mean, LeBron's been it for the last 20 seasons, but LeBron and Steph and Kevin Durant, although he wasn't in this one, he's part of this rivalry when he was there in Golden State. These two guys have been, honestly, probably your modern-day Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. I mean, when we really think about it. LeBron James with 4 championships, Steph Curry matching that with 4 as well. LeBron getting 1 of those against Steph, Steph Curry getting 3 against LeBron. They've played each other in the playoffs now with LeBron in LA, And now we just see another classic moment here. And Steph Curry, give him his praise where it's due also. I never felt like they were out of this game because of how well Steph Curry played. 14 to 24, 8 of 15 from 3, 38 points. I mean, the dude was absolutely incredible. You have to give him a ton of credit. Pretty much almost single-handedly kept the Warriors in this game. A lot of other guys playing well too, like Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond. Podziemski had a solid game. So it wasn't like it was just a Steph Curry show, but man, he is so good. It is infuriating to watch him on the other side of this as a Laker fan, but I will say, when you do watch Steph Curry play, I mean, you can't help but just marvel at his greatness. And I'm watching the game with my sisters, my dad, some of the last things we're doing before we wind down here on Christmas Day, Christmas night, I should really say, out here on the East Coast. And they're just watching. They're like, this number 30 guy is just different. They don't really watch sports, so they don't really know too much about Steph Curry. And I'm telling them, I'm like, guys, this game is not over. One, because the Lakers love to blow leads, but two, Steph Curry is just that good. And I kept saying, you have to foul. You have to foul at the end of these games. You can debate maybe against other teams, but when you're playing the Golden State Warriors, I'm playing the free throw game. I'm not letting Steph Curry touch the ball, and I'm not letting him shoot it. And the Lakers kept getting burned. Sometimes it was them actually playing good defense. Sometimes it wasn't. But Steph Curry just doing what he's done his entire career, making tough shots. And LeBron James as well. Both of them north of 35 years old. Doing what they do now at the level that they're doing it at is absolutely incredible. LeBron about to turn 40 years old in a couple of days here, guys. And we just need to step back and appreciate greatness while it's in front of us. I know everybody loves to hate on these guys. And I get it. They hate the great ones. They don't hate the good ones. And Steph Curry and LeBron James are two of the greatest players to ever play this game. They have one of the best back-and-forth rivalries, I think we can safely say, in the history of basketball. While they don't hate each other, it's not like that. These two guys compete at an extremely high level, and you can clearly tell they can walk away from the game today, and their first ballot Hall of Famers, they're getting statues, their jerseys are getting retired. Like, they have nothing else left to prove. But there's just some sort of drive and motor between these two guys. And you clearly see it play out when they play each other on the basketball court. And just as a fan, I'm not even speaking as a Laker fan, just taking a step back as an objective basketball fan, thank you guys for pushing this game forward. I don't want to sound like a fanboy right now, but we need to respect greatness and appreciate it while it's still here. Because in 5-10 years from now, who knows, maybe this will be playing. But in all likelihood, probably not. These guys are not going to be playing anymore, and the game is going to be very different without them, but they have both left this game better than what it was when they got here. So we're going to take a moment before I knock my mic over. Prop it up to LeBron, prop it up to Steph Curry here as they put on a show. And, of course, be happy. The Lakers win 115 to 113, and the Lakers really cleaning up the messes they had in the game against the Detroit Pistons, and ultimately coming up on top here despite the Warriors really keeping it close all 48 minutes of this game. But let's bring it up to our final point here, guys, which I talked about earlier. What is the injury status of Anthony Davis here? Because like I said, 7 minutes into the game, he gets hurt, and he gets pulled, and we thought, all right, maybe he comes back, maybe he doesn't. Halftime comes, third quarter begins, Gabe Vincent's in the starting lineup instead of Anthony Davis, so we go, okay. Now AD's looking like he's not going to play. Then the reports are out. They confirm Anthony Davis not coming back for this one. But we do get a very positive update right before I started recording, guys. We got this update on Anthony Davis here. Speaking from the man himself, right? You don't need to quote me. You can quote him. He said, I'll be okay. I'm playing against Sac on Saturday. So, of course, the Lakers playing the Sacramento Kings in their next game against the third time they played them in the last, I think, week or maybe 10 days or something like that. Very familiar foe. After getting swept by the Kings last year, the Lakers actually have a chance to sweep them this year 4-0. It's kind of crazy they're playing a division rival 4 times before the new year, which is very rare that ever happens. But here we are, as the Lakers have a chance to get the brooms out and sweep the Kings, paying the favor from last season. And Anthony Davis, they called it a left ankle injury during the game. We know that heel's been bothering him all season long, so I'm assuming, I'm not one to assume, but I think there's a chance that those two can be linked to each other. And so, obviously, when that happens, you really hope that he's going to be fine in the end. Anthony Davis is. And so, we'll see. I don't want to speculate too much. He said he's playing. So, I'm going to take his word for it that he's going to be fine. And he's going to play in this game against the Kings. Good thing is, it's a Wednesday night game. Not a super long flight, I don't think, from Golden State to in San Francisco back to LAX. You guys let me know down below. I'm not from the West Coast. I'm from the East Coast here in New York. But I'm confident he's going to be okay. And anyways, guys, 115-113 win. The Lakers finally get a Christmas Day win. It's felt like, off the top of my head, it's been a little bit since they've gotten one. I know they got smoked against the Dallas Mavericks a couple years ago. Last year's game is slipping my mind. But it's the fourth time LeBron and Steph Curry alone have played in the Christmas Day matchups, and everyone joking on Twitter that this is the second best Christmas Day game in NBA history. The first one was 2016 when LeBron was on the Cavs and Kyrie hit that game winner. It's the first time they played each other since KD came to Golden State, and I'll be honest, that probably is the best game, just especially considering the implications in Christmas Day history. But man, we got some great basketball here today, and LeBron saying too that this is the NBA's day, it's not the NFL's day. And if somebody who is a football fan as well, I totally agree with LeBron on this one. You guys can have Thanksgiving. Basketball is Christmas. Basketball is Christmas, and that's why I'm still working here to help you guys with that content as well, because we are a community. I love giving back to you guys the way you guys have given back to us here on Lakers Digest. And so if you're watching for the first time, or you've been watching our content anyway, I just ask to subscribe. It's free. It don't cost you a thing. If you like what you're listening to, you like what you're watching, you can really keep up to date with us. We not only cover the games, we talk about all the rumors that are happening. We talk about different trade scenarios, different injury updates. We can do it all in one show. But, we got me, my co-host, Akechi Apakama, our other new co-host, Nick Goss here. We cover the Lakers 24/7 on here in all different parts of the Western Hemisphere, East Coast, West Coast, up north in Canada. We cover all the countries here. I promise you guys, it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's not just Christmas Day that we put out content. We are giving you Laker content every single day. So that's our plug here. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays if you're watching, wherever you're watching. And I promise you here, we're going to give it everything you got to end the year on the right note here on Lakers Digest.